more fallout on Bill O'Reilly and Fox News. More than 50 companies have now pulled ads from the O'Reilly factor after those sexual harassment claims against the anchor. But O'Reilly has scored support from his old friend, President Trump. ABC's Lindsay Davis here with the latest. Good morning, Lindsay.
Good morning, George. Industry sources believe prior to the latest allegations, the O'Reilly factor had more than 100 advertisers. As of this morning, they have now lost more than 50, and stock in the network's parent company is down 3%. But ratings for O'Reilly's show are up 20% since last week. And this morning, one longtime viewer is publicly defending him, the president himself.
Caution, you are about to enter the no spin zone.
This morning, as the sexual harassment scandal surrounding Bill O'Reilly ricochets through Fox News,
Spin stops here.
the conservative TV titan now has one of the most powerful men in the world coming to his defense.
Joining us now from his New York City headquarters is Donald Trump.
President Trump told the New York Times on Wednesday, "I think he's a person I know well. He is a good person. Personally, I think he shouldn't have settled." President Trump was referring to that recent New York Times report that O'Reilly and the parent company of Fox News paid $13 million in settlements to 5 different women over claims of inappropriate behavior by O'Reilly, including sexual harassment. The president went on to say that O'Reilly should have let the accusations play out in the legal system and that he doesn't think Bill would do anything wrong. The network's top anchor says he's being targeted because he is prominent and controversial. And Fox's parent company points out no current or former Fox News employee ever took advantage of the 21st Century Fox hotline to raise a concern about Bill O'Reilly. The president has reportedly been friends with O'Reilly for decades and is a frequent guest on his show, last appearing on Super Bowl Sunday.
Mr. President, thanks very much for taking the time.
Trump's loyalty to Fox was also on display when former CEO Roger Ailes faced his own sexual harassment claims last year.
They're saying these horrible things about him. It's very sad because he's a very good person.
It is a loyalty that appears to go both ways.
You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them.
When this now infamous Access Hollywood video was leaked,
And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything. Grab them by the you can do anything.
I'm not going to play too much of it because it's crude guy talk.
O'Reilly gave then candidate Trump a primetime platform.
Well, first of all, locker room talk, and most people have heard it before.
Trump apologized for the remarks, but more than a dozen women then came forward accusing him of inappropriate sexual advances, accusations he has denied. Overnight, Congresswoman Maxine Waters didn't mince words about an alleged culture of sexual harassment at Fox News.
Bill O'Reilly needs to go to jail.
After the president's support of O'Reilly, Rebecca Diamond, a former host on Fox News who reportedly settled her sexual harassment claims against O'Reilly, tweeted directly to the president, "I am saddened reading your comments, truly disappointed and vilified all over again. Such comments tell women they won't be believed." George.
Okay, Lindsay, thanks. Let's bring in attorney Lisa Bloom. Our political analyst Matthew Dowd is back as well. And Lisa, I imagine this caught your attention right when it was published in the New York Times because you've represented women who've made accusations against both Bill O'Reilly and President Trump.
Well, that's true, and it's not surprising that Mr. Trump once again has chosen to stand with his crony friend rather than with the women of America. Let's look closely at what he said. I don't think Bill did anything wrong. He's not saying I don't think he did it. He's saying I don't think sexual harassment is wrong. And why would he think it's wrong? He's bragged about doing it himself.
You know, he's also giving Bill O'Reilly through the newspaper legal advice, saying he should have fought this out in the courts, but these settlements were sort of ordained by arbitration.
Well, I don't know if they were ordained by arbitration. I think that they were private settlements. But as somebody who does sexual harassment cases every day and has been doing them for 30 years, I can tell you that when you pay millions of dollars, that is not a nuisance value settlement. That might be a $50,000 or $10,000 settlement. When you pay millions, it's because the women have tapes, which a couple of them allegedly had, or they have very strong evidence establishing guilt.
And Matthew, you have to wonder why the president would want to step into this right now.
Especially, I'm wearing teal today. It's Sexual Assault Awareness Month. In the middle of Sexual Assault Awareness Month, having this conversation is bizarre. It's tone deaf at best. And after his comments on the boys on the bus comments that the president made years ago, it feels a lot like Lance Armstrong defending somebody against doping charges. I mean, it's just the president is not the right person to step into this issue.
And Lisa, where does this all go next? As I said, you were representing Wendy Walsh, who made some allegations against Mr. O'Reilly. Where does this case go next?
Well, yesterday, Wendy and I phoned into the Fox News hotline, her sexual harassment complaint. We made a video. I posted it on my Twitter. Anybody can look at it so that it would be clear that we had done so. And so Fox News's defense that nobody's ever called into our hotline, that's gone now. This is a serious complaint. It's now been lodged. We expect Fox News to comply with their legal obligation to do a prompt, thorough investigation if they find for Wendy, to protect her against unlawful retaliation, and to punish the perpetrator, Mr. O'Reilly.
Meantime, President Trump, back in the campaign when several women did come forward to make these allegations against them, he's threatened to sue these women, but no developments there, correct?
Well, I said at the time that was never going to happen, and of course it never has happened. And in fact, my client, Jill Harth, who was the first woman to come out with allegations against Donald Trump a year ago, she did sue him in the 1990s. He immediately settled that case 3 weeks after she filed the case. So it was, highly ironic yesterday when he said, Bill O'Reilly shouldn't have settled a sexual harassment case when Trump himself had done that.
To me, right now, there's the Fox News and the parent company of Fox News is in a huge conflict right now because they've lost advertisers. But Bill O'Reilly, as of yet, has not lost viewers as yet. He's still maintaining a dominant level of viewers. This is a huge problem for Fox News.
Okay. Matthew Dowd, Lisa Bloom, thanks very much.